Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 3, Ruined World. It turns out there's something that I've forgotten about for a little while here. So I'm at the very hidden blacksmith in Lennis, because I have these strange metal lumps in my special inventory. Something that seems like metal, but are far less dense and shiny than any metal you've ever encountered. So if I talk to Carmine here, and ask him about quality metal, you show him the piece of unusual metal you found. That would be perfect! You pay him 1,000 gold. He takes the metal. Now go away, he yells. Come back much later. I'll get to work. He grins in anticipation and turns to his anvil. Okay. How long do I have to wait for that, then? Probably at least going to have to leave and re-enter town. Okay, the webs are still cleared away. And of course the floor is still zappy. Alright, I went out and had a nap. You got my weapon yet? He spits on your boots. Fool! Do you think a work of art such as I am making for you can be rushed? Get out! Come back tomorrow! Or the day after! You see the unfinished sword nearby. It already looks very impressive. Well, okay then. Maybe I'll go check and see how our other weapon is doing back in New Kotra in Upper Exile. Why do I still have metal lumps in my inventory? Maybe because it hasn't actually traded them for a sword yet? Games are weird sometimes. Anyway, Amulet of Rapid Returning, go! And we are back in New Kotra. Also, I notice it went back to Connie's inventory once I entered town. So the 2 wands that I picked up from the Monastery of Madness are wands of Koronos. That will make the target stronger. Figures that the Monastery of Madness would have these things. Though I do wonder, what effect would it have if I use it on one of my own party members? Shoots a fiery red ray? What? Peridot was totally there. Ah. What do you mean I can only use it on monsters? And also, I vaguely remember... Oh, dang. The potion that Stephen got from the Monastery of Madness is 6 charges of weak invulnerability. Neat. Also, yet another Quicksilver band. And a magic hammer. Say the magic word and enter the bunker. Pathas isn't here anymore. Nor is Enla. Oh good, Ostoth is, though. He looks up at you as if he was expecting you. He looks miserable. Pathas and Enla are gone. Until I can get replacements, I can do nobody any good. At least we finished 1 weapon for you. Pathas is dead. He was a credit to his race. Enla has returned to exile. She can barely walk now, let alone weave spells. Wow, so this weapon really took a lot out of them. Ostoth looks very grim. We have made a magical device for you, but at great cost. Both Pathas and Enla put too much of their energy into it. Pathas is dead. Enla has left to try and recover. Their sacrifice, however, was not in vain. We have crafted a tool for you to use. Would you like a description? The Vanatai create intelligent beings in crystal form. We've done the same. We've made a slightly sentient crystal which may be able to interfere with their crystals. We aren't sure if it will work, but it might. Look for this device in the chest in the next room. We hope you can justify the horrible price we have paid for it. Welp. You open the chest and find a small blue crystal with a glimmering light flickering inside it. There's something about the light that seems almost alive. You pick up the crystal and put it in your pack. Okay, Soul Crystal is the one that we use to capture and recreate enemies. Thought Crystal is a peculiar experimental item made for you by the Wizards of the Bunker. It is a slightly sentient crystal, which might be able to interfere with Vanatai crystal magic being used against you. Or it might not. So this crystal... I wonder, does this crystal count as an artificial intelligence? And that's basically all that I have to do here. I am getting a pretty big pile of gold again. Maybe I go pay Silverlock a visit and buy some more potions. Hehe. Since I can actually afford them now, and... that's the way in. And of course I will come in for tea and cookies with Silverlock. And of course I will buy a few knowledge brews, even when I know how to make them myself. That'll do. One weapon gotten, and now I trek back to see if the other one is ready yet, or if it will be ready by the time I get there. Boy, that was a slog. I wonder, depending on the mountain formations, if that would have been faster to teleport over to Sharamik and then walk from there. Or even Gale. Dang it. Ah, Lennis and Squiggus aren't even on any of the maps here. Well, let's see how far of a walk it is to Gale anyway. Well, how about that? Lennis is actually closer to Gale than it is to Krizan. Surely the people of Gale will be happy to hear that the golems are well and defeated. Isn't that right, Posse? He smiles. I heard what you did about the golems. Everyone is thankful. The passage into Gale is through those trees. Feel free to go in. Awesome. As you enter, Posse comes up behind you and says, by the way, be sure to be careful. People know what you did about the golems, but the mayor is jealous. Mentioning it will get them killed. Stay away from City Hall, that's for sure. You go through. Ew. So the people are grateful, the government is less so. Okay, I know I generally shouldn't be talking to townsfolk. You refuse to pay the extortion money. The townsperson smiles wryly and wanders off. This will surely end well. Suddenly, Gale guards surround you. They draw their weapons, massive greatswords and halberds, and demand you come with them. There are too many of them, too well backed up, for you to be able to fight them. You surrender. They take you into City Hall and throw you into a foul-smelling cell. The door is locked and barred. Oddly, they don't take your equipment. Okay. That door is locked, of course. You find a secret door in the cell wall. It's not even well concealed. It's as if they wanted you to be able to escape. However, the tunnel on the other side is thick with a ripe, decaying smell. It's very peculiar. Huh. It's like someone wants the appearance of the mayor's control not being contested. Oh hey, whites. Also, as of now, I think Steven and Peridot are the only ones who aren't at the level cap. Yeah, Steven's getting close. Peridot's got a few levels to go. You find a dark tunnel leading down into the ground. Crawl down it. You crawl through the tunnel, heading towards a light in the distance. In doing so, you have to slide down about 20 feet. You soon emerge at the base of Gale's walls. Unfortunately, you won't be able to climb back up. Aw. But we finally got this chunk of map explored. This is the town treasury, and I will not be going in here because I don't want to tick off the entire town guard. What I will do is walk back to Lennis yet again. Oh, I was about to ask if I could scare off the ogres, and it looks like I, in fact, can. Okay, so after wasting a couple of days walking across Valorum, looks like things have been reset. Can I please have my special sword now? There we go. With a flourish and a grin of pride, Carmine presents the blade. It is truly as impressive as he promised. The metal you gave me, pure mithril. Wonderful stuff. He hands the blade over. And if you lose or damage it, I hope you rot and die. That's true art I'm entrusting you with. And if you find any more of that metal, be sure to come back. Okay, so theoretically we could have multiple mithril broadswords. Yaha. The mithril broadsword. Pretty good damage. Actually, better base damage than the steel wave blade. Unfortunately, it is magic, so I cannot set it aflame. Oh wow, actually, better damage overall than the Beast Slayer blade, except against alien beasts. Because, of course, Pearl needs to be even more overpowered. And now, I'm going back to Lorelei. And the Orb of Thralny isn't actually what I wanted. Okay, you are moved, you land and enter. Good, good. Would hate to discover that's a way to make a total party kill is to use the Amulet of Returning while flying. But I don't want to be in Fort Emergence. And I don't want to be over there either. I want to go pay Ernest a visit. Buy a ticket. And to Lorelei. Yes, I did leave the horses over here. Good to see you, horses. But mainly, I am in Lorelei for something... Mainly, I am in Lorelei for one last errand. Okay, gain access to Thieves Guild. Intelligence about Black Crag. Tunnel. Ooh, I'm really glad I did not buy that one other knowledge brew that I could have afforded, because I need this 3,000 gold to buy permission to enter the Thieves' Tunnel into Black Crag Fortress. The tunnel's in a secret valley about 60 miles east of Black Crag Fortress. Enter, and the thieves there will explain where to go. Good luck. So yeah, that's why they attacked me the last time I tried entering, because I forgot to buy permission to enter. Horses away! While I'm heading north to Black Crag, there is something I remembered that I haven't shown off. Cross the river here. Then over this away, there's an island with something on it. So I forget to do anything with the Mithril and Carmine for ages and ages, yet I still somehow remember this. The brain works in silly ways sometimes. A flying mage had the singular misfortune of crashing on this island. A branch broke his neck. Most of his possessions have been scattered by animals, but there is one item none of them went near. It's a wand. Interesting. Who needs patience when you have Identify and lots of spell points? It's a wand of acid. That's honestly not that impressive. Back to the horses! And back to Black Crag! Here we go. An alarm suddenly sounds. You stop, unsure of how to proceed, and the alarm ends just as suddenly. Someone ahead, clearly a human, yells, "Come on in, we expected you. You can stay at the inn, but keep to yourself, or there'll be trouble." And this time the guards don't move to attack me. Huzzah! The guards also don't have anything to say. Nor do the mages. There is a single carving on the obelisk, a large flaming eye. Wasn't that symbol tattooed onto the wrists of some guys we killed ages and ages ago in a dispute over some other mithril chunks? Did we kill some Guild of Thieves agents before joining up with them? Whoopsie. There's an ogre mage in there, what? Inn of the Dark Eye, guild members only. Oh, there's all kinds of miscreants in here. None of whom will talk to me. Except the bartender, because of course the bartender talks to me. The man behind the counter seems unfriendly in the extreme. However, he is at least willing to talk to you. Bad question. You can call me Velasquez. You're very lucky. We were expecting you. Just follow the rules, and everything will be happy. A room is 50 gold. A drink is 25. Wow, that is outrageous. Presumably those are not the guild rates. You pay an excessive amount of money for bitter, oily whiskey that makes your eyes water. You drink well, Velasquez says. You can sell me your loot if you wish. Velasquez grimly looks over your items and makes offers. Yeah, don't mind if I do sell that wand of acid. Absolutely not selling the Beast Slayer blade. That rune shield really isn't doing me a whole lot of good. Does Peridot use shields? She does have the magic buckler. Anyway, enough of that. Must search shelves. Gold and a potion that I will surely not get away with stealing. The Life of Empress Prazak by Flutno Borheis. Our blessed empress and ruler, Prazak. I'm never quite sure how to say that. The kind and just was born in YE 5420. Her royal parents, Hawthorne and, censored, waited nearby, anxious and loving. Was Prazak adopted? It is said that angels appeared and the sky opened up in holy light on the eve of her birth. Eyewitness accounts prove this story true in legally enforceable way. This was a great harbinger of the wondrous works she was later to achieve. More stuff that I should not be taking. Locked doors are probably storerooms. Stealing is punished. Unlocking doors usually isn't. The air in the corridor ahead is crisscrossed by a number of thin beams of light coming from holes in the wall and ceiling. It would be almost impossible to pass without moving through any of them. Yeah, let's not engage with the laser trap here. To Black Crag Fortress. Stay away. The route is well guarded. Thieves progressing down here will be considered to be troublemakers and dealt with. Aha. The passage goes for some distance under the mountains to the north, maybe even leaving Valorum altogether. However, the route is blocked by a pair of massive, dimly glowing portcullises. This escape route is not for you. Nope, we are not allowed to leave the game. Eh-heh. Deep chasm. The bridge ahead looks slightly insubstantial, like it's not entirely there. Worse, it seems ethereal in the middle. You doubt it's solid enough to hold you. We did buy permission, so I should be able to make it across. You suddenly find the bridge becoming more insubstantial under your feet. You try to move back, only to find your feet sinking slowly through it. You struggle to escape, only to find yourself sinking through faster. You don't make it back to safety. Okay, what'd I miss? Okay. Don't talk to people, don't pick things up, don't go where you aren't wanted. Go to Black Crag or leave. I'm trying. The passage to Black Crag is north of the inn. Before you go, there's a button hidden in my office. Press it once to make it possible to get through. Now go. Ha. There it is. This room is empty, except for a big, red, inviting button on the wall. Push the candy-like button. The shiny candy-like button. The bridge ahead looks slightly insubstantial, like it's not entirely there. However, a quick prod with your foot indicates it's more than solid enough to hold you. That's much more reassuring. They really don't want people going through here, huh? I wonder if actual thieves get some way of pacifying the spine worms. Hooray! Kills for Steven and Peridot. At the west end of this cavern, you see a closed portcullis. Between you and it stands a huge suit of armor. Its gauntlets are lined with razors. Before you can decide how to proceed, the suit of armor begins to move. With a creak, it lurches toward you. Ah, I forgot there was a Doom Guard here. This is going to take a while. However, it is a pretty good opportunity for Shockwave. It can be a pretty good opportunity for Shockwave. Too many monsters. Summon failed. Well, that just means that we're at the limit of available Doom Guards, right? A Doom Guard crashes to the floor. When it does, the portcullis at the west end of the cavern opens. Unfortunately, the room is still full of Doom Guards. Potion of Bliss offers healing as well as bliss. I think I will take advantage of that right now. Only a little bit of healing. I think the Ambrosia would have been a full heal. On the other hand, I'm blessed enough that I won't be taking any damage from Doom Guards. Steven still has the Ring of Magery, but Garnet does have a weak energy potion. Just to liven up this fight a bit, want to see what the Scribane Herb potion does? Nervously, you down the bitter green fluid. It stings as it goes down. Then, suddenly, you feel energy fill you. You feel stronger and more energetic. Your spellcasters feel their power increase. You feel like rushing out and slaying something evil! Okay, the energy boost is nice. Did not seem to offer me a whole lot of healing. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but simply having Peridot drink the Scribane seems to have affected my entire party? One more shockwave. That was a bunch of death noises. Okay, finally done. And my party gathers in one of the few spaces where there is still a wall of blades. Why do the Doom Guards have food in their random drop table? You're at the east end of a long gallery, extending west far beyond the range of your light. This may be the long-desired back entrance into Black Crag Fortress. It is, at any rate, a storage room. And we can see the rest of the place in the next episode. Until then, have a good one, everybody.